and it did strange things to your brain
xQc,
because it's an optical
much
illusion.
love.
Well, we had so many
Smile.
letters about it that we decided to make another one, this time a smaller one that you can make at home. You won't need an electric motor to spin it. You can spin it with a piece of cotton thread. Well, here's the pattern for it. You notice that it's not a rectangle, it's actually a trapezoid. It slopes in towards one end. Now, your brain tells you that most windows are rectangles, even when you know they're not, and that's the whole basis for the illusion. What you need to do is to find some thick cardboard, which is the same colour on both sides, and then mark out around that window. Now, once you've done that,
no one's actually
you
going to do it,
then
right?
cut it out with a good pair of on a small scale, and you'll shade in with a coloured pen those sides there, closer to you. Now, here's the spinning motor. It's simply a piece of cotton thread tied to this corner and tied to the other corner, and I've wound it around in my fingers so that when I let it go in a moment, it'll unwind, the thread will unwind, and you'll see the thing spinning. There we are. I'll hold it the same level as your eyes, and we'll let it go. Now, you know that it's turning around in circles. In fact, if you look at it from above, you can see that it's turning around in a circle. But now your brain is doing something strange. It's telling you that it's not going around in a circle, but it's oscillating. In other words, it's turning part way,
Why, this is way too dank.
the other way. Now, that's a strange effect, isn't it? But if you think that's strange, wait till I add something through the middle. What am I going to add? Well, I'm going to add a ballpoint pen. And to do that, I've placed a little piece of double-sided sticky tape on the ballpoint pen. You can use ordinary sticky tape if you like.
This is confusing.
I'll place it right through the centre of the window and press it in place like that. Now, this time, by fixing on the pen, you'll be able to see that the pen is going around in a circle and not going backwards and forwards. But what's your brain going to tell you about the window? Will your brain allow you to see the window going around in a circle with the pen?
Probably.
Or are you going to see something really strange? Well, have a look at that. That's unbelievable, isn't it? You can see the pen going around in a circle, but your brain is telling you that the window
is for sure
going part way around and turning and going the other way. And yet, in order to do that, the two things have to pass through one another, the pen and the window. You know it's not possible. You know it can't happen. And yet, as you look at it, you see them going through one another every time they go around.
What the?
An amazing illusion, the Ames window.
That was actually good.
You're going to have a lot of fun making your own.
Guys, that was actually good. That was a good illusion. I enjoyed that. Pog. Holy shit, dude. What about this? This is good.
Baby. Love you HTC and chat less than 3.
Coins that I have between thumb and forefinger. I'm swiveling them around, balancing that center one between the other two. Can you see that? You think you could do it?
Stuff Fusion.
Keep watching them carefully as I slow them down and stop. Not 3 at all, only 2. In fact, it's all a bit of a trick that your eyes and brains
play on you.
Can you please play
Total Lockdown
what happens
today?
Is
Smile. This is a
you're
sponsor
lagging
comment
behind
by
a little
Total
bit. You see
Lockdown.
one coin where it was just a moment ago when it's still moved into this position here. All the time you're lagging a little bit behind. And your eyes and brains often play tricks on you.
Hey,
They're called optical illusions. You may have seen this one in a book sometime. It's another optical illusion. If I say to you, what do you see? You say to me, oh, I see a white vase on a black background. Good.
Wait. What? No. I see 2 guys looking at each other. That's what I saw first.
Some of you are saying, oh, I can see something else as well. Look carefully, particularly in the center of the picture, and you may notice 2 faces staring at each other. Black silhouettes on a white background. Now, can you see both of those pictures, the vase and the faces? Well, what I want you to do now is just focus on one of them. Just concentrate on the vase. Don't let yourself see the faces.
Only look at the vase, chat.
You do that? Almost certainly not. The faces keep intruding. The pictures keep flipping backwards and forwards from one another. Our eyes and brains play tricks on us all the time. Because when you see something, you don't just see it with your eyes. It's true that your eyes form little images in the backs of them, the retinas, and then messages are sent to the brain.
Hold up. But I still see it. I still see it.
The brain, in turn, is putting together, with that new information coming back, all sorts of memories from the past, and also it's comparing what you're seeing in the center with what's on the outside as well. Here's another optical illusion. Have a look at this one. What can you see? You might say, oh, I can see a woman's face. Good. Is it an old woman or a young woman? Now, if there's several of you in the room, some of you are probably saying an old woman and others saying a young woman. In fact, they're both there. Can you see them both?
No.
Maybe not.
I only see young.
You can see the young woman. Let's first of all have a look at her. I'll come into the picture as a ghost. and show you...
Guys, see, us Kumers, we're immune to this. This illusion cannot do anything. I'm immune. I'm invincible to this. All I see is the young one. Where's the old one? I don't see the old one.
The ghost, and show you the young woman. Well, here's her hair.
I literally don't see
here.
it.
Down here, you can see her eyelash, can't you? She's looking away from the camera. There's a...
I don't see it. Guys, am I fucking brain dead? I don't see it. I'm confused.
Her cheekbone here. We come down her cheek, and that's her chin. Chin comes back up here, and she has a choker around her neck in that position there. Up here, of course, is her ear. That's the young woman.
Oh, okay.
You can see her? Sure. Now, what about the old woman? You think you can see her? Maybe she's just a little bit more difficult. I'll come in as a ghost again and point her out to you.
Oh, that
This
scared
time,
me, dude.
The old woman is looking down. This is her nose this time. There it is, quite a large nose, and it comes back up here. That's her eye. It's no longer an ear. Now it's the old woman's eye. And down here, of course, is the old woman's mouth. So the old woman is looking downwards. Did you see them both? That's another cunning optical illusion.
I see it now.
Well, you might say, oh, these are very
She's doing
complicated
this.
pictures, but my eyes would never fool me. My brain would never fool me with a simple picture. What about squares on rectangles? That's fairly simple. Have a look at these two. There we have a black square on a white background and a white square on a black background.
Sure, I see it.
Which of the two center squares, the black one or the white one, is larger? You might say, oh, that's an easy question. The white one is much larger, and it certainly looks that way, doesn't it? But what I can do is pick them up, because they're only stuck down with a piece of glue, and I can compare them like this, and you will notice that they are exactly the same size. In fact, they're down to the millimetre the same size because I cut them out together. And yet when you look at them,
Smart.
you're comparing them not only with each other, but also with the backgrounds as well. What if we put some grey squares on those black and white cards? Let's see what happens then. This time I want you to not worry so much about the size of the squares, but about the colour. You have a grey here and a grey there. Which of the two greys is darker? You might say, oh,
I
no
actually see
doubt
the same.
about it. That one is quite a dark grey. This one is a very light grey. But
actually
you've
the same
probably guessed it
for
already,
colours.
haven't you? If I take them off and look at them side by side, they are in fact identical greys. I cut them from the same sheet of cardboard. But when I put them in those positions, you're not only comparing the two greys, but you're also comparing them with the backgrounds. And the white background tells you this is a dark grey.
This is because of
Black
bad lighting,
background
probably.
tells you
Or
this is a light grey. So there you have another sort of optical illusion that's all to do with contrast.
thanks, man.
177,777.
Guys, that was pretty cool. I enjoyed that. Okay.